Hi guys, well as promised, this stamping video, part 1. This is going to probably be about a 3-parter, I think. Might even be a 4-parter, but probably 3. So as you know, well, if you've seen the short, I did mention that I've done a lot of things with nails, but I haven't done stamping before, so this has all been a learning experience here. So yeah, so just to let you know that. But so today's part, the beginning one, I won't be using any polish or anything yet because I just wanted to break it up into bits, and the first bit is to show you what I'll be using and how I'll be doing it and things like that. So there's no need to be using polish in this part 1. So I've got all the bits and pieces here ready for it. Now this is just a piece of plastic to go on your nail to show, you know, which design you want. I've got to be careful with this. The lights are flashing with both of these. The silver one is, this one had the blue. If you've seen the short, you would have seen where I had the blue sticker, the big blue sticker, which I peel off, and now it's, when I shine it, it's like catching the light badly in the camera. So both these pieces here are catching the light, so I'll be trying not to lift them up. And when I actually do the polish and stuff, I'll put my overhead camera, the one that goes over the top, I think. So I think that's what I'll do. I'm not sure yet, but possibly. I'll see how it goes. So anyway, so these are the main two bits. There's the stamper and the scraper. And as I've mentioned in the short, if you saw it, luckily I've found out a way to do it. I don't have to buy special stamping polish, because the last thing I need is more polishes, and I can't afford to be buying any more polishes anyway. So as I think if you saw the short, was 3. They said 3 parts builder gel and the solid builder gel, and 1 part of the regular gel polish. But that can be less of the builder gel and more of the regular polish. It depends on the pigments, because that's what I thought. 3 builder gel to 1 gel polish. That seems a bit weird, but I'll experiment, and that's another reason we've got to put this in parts, because it's yeah, there's a bit to it. So these 2 bits here. That's obviously the stamping plate, and this is the piece of plastic that you put on your nail. Well, I haven't worked out whether I'll be doing on my nails or on a tip yet. I haven't worked that out yet, or I might do both. I don't know, I'm not sure. Oh, I'll do it on my finger there. Something sticking to it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing. Either way, I'll work that out at the time. But anyway, so we'll just say that it's going to be my thumb at the moment. So we just choose a design, and this is why this is. I was wondering, what is this bit for? And I worked out that it's see the lights flash. You'll see the ring light. Sorry about that. I'll try. I don't know whether I can get away not having that light there, but I won't be too long. I'll try to make this fairly quick. You just see through that. So, for example, if we wanted the corner one there, which I think is it 3 butterflies or three flowers? I'm not sure. And you'd be putting the gel polish, which I'll be mixing up on a palette, mixing those up together. You work out what you want from that, and just say on the actual plate itself, you only need about whatever you need. You might only need under a half. You might only need 40% of that rectangle there. So if the equivalent on this plastic piece is this, so that's what we'd be doing. So you only put painting on 40% of rectangle of what you need, and then so you paint that on, and then you scrape this off on a 45-degree angle. Apparently once should do it, and apparently you can do it different ways too. So I mean, I'll probably just pretend the bottom half of that is or, you know, close to half of it is covered, I would just sort of scrape along across like that. You've got to use a plastic scraper, by the way. You can't use a steel one because you'll wreck the steel plate. You scrape it, and you've got to work pretty quickly too, they said. And then you use your stamper. So both ends have got the jelly bit. And for my nails, especially they're small too, if I do my own nails, I would use this end as the jelly bit. But the good thing about this is both ends come off. And say if I'm using that end, which I'll take that off, and pretend that we're using that, well, this end comes off, this actual jelly bit comes off, so we can see through this properly. The angle's right there. So we would just pretend that there's already a bit of polish there. So you stamp on that. You don't press too hard either, apparently. I watched a couple of videos, but it was hard watching a gel one. I got a few regular polish, but the gel ones were harder to find, so I only watched a couple. But so you press down like that, not too hard, and then on your finger, or on your nail, I should say, you roll it on your nail. So you've got your image should be on there, and then you roll it on your nail like that, and the image should be there. So, and then in between each finger, you're supposed to clean it. They mainly talk about acetone, but that is extremely strong smelling. So I did find out that you can use 100% alcohol if you're using gel polish, as long as the gel polish isn't dried, obviously, because then you'd need acetone. So I've got both acetone and alcohol, but I'll try and just get away with 100% alcohol, I think, for cleaning, because you've got to clean in between. You know, you're cleaning all the time. But on the jelly stamper, you don't use the alcohol or the acetone. You either use a piece of sticky tape. I see it's very sticky. It's just, you use a piece of sticky tape to clean it, lift up any lint or whatever. Or once you've done your pattern, you might be using different patterns on different fingers or whatever. If you want to clean it, for whatever reason you want to clean it, you use either sticky tape or I'm picking up dirt, bits and pieces around. I don't know whether there are flies flying around or what it is. Sorry about that. Yeah, you'd be picking it up with either sticky tape or a lint roller. You're cleaning it up on that. You don't use because otherwise you'll wreck it with the acetone or the alcohol. So, yeah, but I'll have both of those here just in case, and hopefully I won't need the acetone. So yeah, so that's, and these come out good. So, and apparently also if you want these to have a good clean, you wash them with a soapy water and then rinse them off and dry them. And I've also found out that I may have to what they call like prime it or something. And apparently that's just like washing it with soap and water and just drying it. That's what priming it's called. But they said if you don't need it, don't do it. So, I mean, it doesn't feel that sticky. That it's not leaving any yucky stuff on my hands. So I'll see how I go. So it's a bit tricky, this stamping thing, from what I've and like reading other people who've tried it. Sometimes it doesn't work. All we can do is try and see if it works. So, yeah, not sure if I'll do a tip on my finger. Yeah, or I might, as I said, I might try both, so see how they go with that. My nails are atrocious. They're just, yeah, I've given up on trying to grow my nails. I've just given up. You can only try so many times. So anyway, I think that's all I'll do for this part one, because I've showed you the basics of what I'm going to do, and then probably next time I guess we'll get into the polish side of it. And if I'm mixing it up, as I said, I'll just be mixing it up with this and one of the steel tools I've got, something like that. I'll just be mixing it up into whatever proportion, I think. And I might have to experiment and see what takes and what doesn't take. So, yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. And, yeah, I will catch you on the next video. Okay, bye.